This action figure is taken directly from the Daredevil Men Without Fear miniseries from the 1990s, drawn by John Romita. It's an incredible action figure, and the looks were reused in the Netflix and MCU version of Daredevil. We can see a version of this elsewhere. As you can see, I've got an extra Daredevil Men Without Fear action figure, so I could Kitbash them into Tracksuit Mafia-like type of characters. I think that there are very good bases for that, and you can create more characters with the same base. I'm pretty sure we'll see this body back again, reused in the Marvel Legend action figure line. It's a good buck, a bit beefy, but a good buck. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, Philly Win since 2002. Like and subscribe. So let's start with some hands. So there are several hands with this action figure. There's the grasping right hand. There are two fists, left and right. A grabbing hand. And a trigger hand. And each figure comes with a baton or stick. And that's the core of your Daredevil Men Without Fear action figure. As you've seen of Kitbash, this head, this is obviously from the Tracksuit Mafia. They're great heads for this, even though the black here is more grayer, whereas the mask, the Baklava mask, is much darker, but that's okay, it works. This is a Wolverine head. Most Marvel Legend heads will be compatible. So I had this extra Wolverine head, so I used it. I think it fits. Well, Hugh Jackman Wolverine head, it fits. And obviously this is the main figure, Matt Murdock as an early Daredevil, going in the streets of New York, Hell's Kitchen, making trouble for himself and bad guys. With this figure as a Kitbash, you can even transform old and useless action figures like this guy into interesting figures that you could use as army builders. Granted, the body's a bit thick for him, but that's probably the best look this X-Men villain has ever gotten. I think his name is Blackbriar Friar, something like that. Banshee's cousin. This is the best look he's ever had. Now, what's interesting with Matt Murdock here is that it's a new articulation. It feels a bit like the McFarlane ring that they put instead of having a real butterfly. But it does work as a butterfly also. It pulls back and front pretty well. You can achieve 90 degrees. And double pinless articulation all over. Okay. The one drawback I will say is the belly articulation here. They've built it in a way that it would look good with the sculpt, but if you look back, it doesn't look very good here. So if you try to fix this part like this, the belly's not going to look good. Granted, you probably don't look at the back of your figures very often, but stylistically, it's still kind of a problem. Now the head has very good rotation. It's on a separate ball joint. As you can see, if I could remove it. Yep. So this is on a separate ball joint, and this too. So it gives you a lot of mobility with the character. snaps back in. Mention different hands. Inside, outside, articulation. Just regular waist, so you cannot rotate the waist, unfortunately. But you do have the split. It's not a perfect Van Damme, but it's good enough. Well, this is Daredevil we're talking about. Maybe he should have a better, something better than that. Can he hold his paws? Perhaps if I rotate just enough. Too much top heavy. Nah, I can't do it. Oh, I guess I can. For only a second. Double pinless knee articulation, and he cannot kick his own butt. Those are new shoes. We've never seen them in Marvel Legends, and they're much different than the Tracksuit Mafia, and much bigger also. This figure is really an exaggeration, but it looks good with the Tracksuit Mafia. It's the same style, in a sense, the same kind of sporty look. Got my villain here. Ankles work well, inside, outside. And you can twist them here, as well as twist the ties here. It stands pretty well. It won't fall easily, although you can't have him in the action pose. This is the other Daredevil. This is the MCU Daredevil right now. Can we even exchange heads? Let's see. Is it even gonna look good? I think the head is a bit too small for him. Yeah, this head is much bigger. The hood here in the back is kind of pinned on the back here, so that's different, so you can't move it, although you can raise the head up and down and it doesn't get in the way. But it's not a part that you can really remove. It's not glued on, it's probably pegged in. Now for my Kitbashes, I use different hands. I don't recall exactly whose hand I've got, probably some Wolverine hands and other Marvel Legend hands. Here we've got a Hugh Jackman Wolverine head, but I could have used something else like this, or most Marvel Legend action figures head will fit. This guy for me is just some kind of guy, Tracksuit Mafia guy. I could have given him a trigger holding weapon. I also decided to give him fist, skin tone fist, as opposed to those black gloves. I believe they're the alternate hands that go with this version of Wolverine. This is another character's hands. They're not even the same hands, but I found them somewhere, and he's going to be another Tracksuit Mafia type of character. Finally found a good use for this head here, although it does look a bit too small, but it does make the character look like just another villain here. Definitely a villain vibe. This is how they compare here with the classic tracksuit Mafia. I think it looks good next to them. He's more sporty also. So this is my Daredevil Man Without Fear action figure. I like it. As soon as I saw it, I decided I was going to army build this guy. He's not perfect. Definitely not. But I hope that there were more Marvel Legend action figures like that we could use, play with, and so on. It's a unique figure and I like it. I recommend it. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin. Fill you in since 2002. Like and subscribe.